how to create a SafeSite event. The first thing you want to do is log into the portal with your username and password. That takes you to the event page for your organization. You click Add Event, and here there are helpful little hover text options that tell you what needs to go in these fields. So the event name is what you want to describe the event that's happening. So let's say Disney COVID testing 1:30. Attendees. This field doesn't mean anything, it just lets you know at a glance about how many attendees you expect to attend. Lot and field, those you don't need to put in, they're optional, but in case it's a hard place to find, you want to be able to add extra text. Start date. You want the start of the event. You can either manually type it in or use this drop down, and then you can click the clock to get exactly the time that you want, or you can tap on the time and just select it like that. We're going to do the 30th at 8 a.m., and then the 30th, let's make this 8 p.m. The time zone, we're going to select Los Angeles. The venue name, so this is where the attendees will go for the event. Let's say it's at the Hilton Los Angeles. Yeah, we'll just say California. This message is auto-populated and it appears on the back of the SafeSite pass. The description, however, is for people who have poor vision or are blind. Their voiceover app or section on the phone will read this message to them. So I usually put Disney COVID testing 1:30, Hilton Los Angeles, etc. And whatever else you want to put there. Then we save the event. The next thing that you can do is from this actions drop down, you have the option to edit the event that you just made. We can just go back. We can manage groups. So groups are if you have multiple people arriving at different times. So the name doesn't really matter, but I usually do something like Group A, 9 a.m., venue hour. This is the 30th at 9 a.m. The event starts at 8, but I want them to arrive at 9. It could also be Group B, stage hands, 9:30 a.m. Select the time there as well. Go 9:30 a.m. So now both of those people in those groups will know what time they should show up so we don't have too many people standing around waiting. Then you can manage cohorts. Cohorts are a way to process and figure out who has been in what cohort, basically. So there is, let's say, a group of actors. They all interact with each other, so we're going to put them in a cohort so we know if one of the actors tests positive, we should test all of the other people or retest all of the other people in this actors cohort. So it's essentially contact tracing within the portal. And then we want to manage attendees. This is where you will spend most of your time. You can add an attendee manually. Just fill out the fields as described. You don't have to have a phone number, but if you have a phone number, then your attendee will get a registration email as well as a registration text. Let's say I'm in the group A. Hold test results is mainly for children, so if you have a child who is 12 and they test positive, you're likely going to want to contact their parent or guardian before telling the child that they have COVID. So if I put yes, then when we get the test results, they will not automatically be sent to the attendee's SafeSite pass or dashboard. A SafeSite admin will have to manually push those results through after talking to the parent. So in most cases, it will be no. And I think, let's say I'm an actor. So the other way to upload attendees is you can click import, and there you'll see an import button where you can actually upload a CSV, and then template for import will download this template here. Where is it? This one. This is the sample with the sample data of what can go in here. So you can just delete this or type over it. So I created my version of the CSV with my information on it. You never want to change these header lines, otherwise it will not be uploaded correctly. And even if you're not using a field, you want to keep the header line there, because if I just delete phone number, then it will think that hold test is the phone number. Pretty self-explanatory there. Let's go ahead and upload that. We'll do import, and voila, you can see that everyone has been uploaded successfully. And it also automatically uploaded and created the cohorts that I placed and the groups that I placed, so I didn't have to manually create those. Status pending means that an attendee has been uploaded into the system but has not been invited yet. So let's try uploading a bad CSV. So here there's an extra space, a row space, there are 2 commas after my name. This field is missing the dot after .com. So let's try and upload that and see what happens. Yeah, so it tells me that one was successfully imported, but the others were not. This email address already exists. This is the empty row where we didn't provide any information. And then here it caught that my email was not valid because I didn't have the dot in .com. So we can just close that, and you can fix your mistakes and try again. So what we can do is now invite all pending. So that will automatically invite everyone in who has the status pending to the event. So sent pending means that we have asked the portal to send the invites, and it is currently doing that behind the scenes. Once we've been invited, this is what an attendee would get on their phone. So it would be welcome, the event name, the dashboard where they can register. Yep, I just got another one. So this takes a minute. We'll just refresh the page. Now they're all status sent. So you can see here it will upload automatically. Once they have registered, it will say approved, and then it will go through the other steps in the attendee process. Yep, and I just got the SafeSite email as well. So the QR code info is if you need to give someone their QR code, take a picture of it because they forgot their phone or something, their past status, device, and you have multiple actions you can do. You can edit them, you can click here, multiple actions here. If the event is a long way off, closer to the event, you can send an email or text reminder, and if they need to be retested, you can put send out a retest push. The other thing I wanted to show you was when you're done with the event, you can click on test results history. There's no data right now because this is just a fake event, but this will show you all of the attendees' information, when everything was done, what the result was, and this you can export and upload into your system if necessary. So this event is for the 30th of January. If I want to make an event for the 31st, but I don't want to go through all of that work again, I can click copy event only. It'll automatically populate everything about that event that I'm copying, except for the event name and start and end dates. And you can just hit save. But if you want to copy event all, that will copy the event, the attendees, the groups, the cohorts, everything, but it will all go into pending, so nothing will actually be sent out yet, so you can still edit it as you need to. If you want to invite somebody else in your organization to view this portal as well, you can just hit add staff, first and last name, email address, and an email will be generated and sent to them with how to create their password. Generate QR codes. This is something that SafeSite staff normally will do, but it will generate QR codes to go on the test tube bottles. That's it. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye-bye.